on top four chasers West Ham United. Well, it's turned out to be a bad day for bottom club Burnley, who started the day 4 points adrift of safety. They're now 7 adrift of Newcastle, but they have got 2 games in hand on Watford and Newcastle and 3 on Norwich. Eddie Howe's Newcastle now have a 4-point buffer on the bottom 3 after yet another win this afternoon. It's the biggest that gap has been all season long. Villa stay 11th on 27 points, 2 points shy of the top half. Leicester in 13th. They've got the chance to move into the top half with a win over West Ham later. For Liverpool, it's their 6th straight win in all competitions, and they cut the gap then to the leaders Manchester City to 9 points, but they still have a game in hand on City and are still to play Pep's men in early April. Wolves go above Tottenham into 7th. They're 3 points off 4th place with a game in hand. Spurs are 8th. Their 3rd straight defeat sees them 4 shy of West Ham with 2 games in hand, and go to Manchester City next in the late game on Saturday. In our late game today, West Ham have got the chance to go 3 clear of Manchester United. Reaction to come then from Michael Owen and from Robbie Keane on events at Turf Moor.
Conditions were awful. Burnley pushed you all the way. How difficult was that for you this afternoon?
It's always hard to play here. Burnley is a tough place to come. We know everything about them. Second balls, intensity, physically stronger as well. But we were ready for this. Sometimes we forget to play football a little bit because we want to fight then with the second ball and everything. But when we put the ball on the ground, we create chances. We score one goal with set pieces. But after in the second half, we have a little bit more of space and we create more. We didn't score the second goal, but we defensively the team were very good today. So nice 3 points.
They had a lot of chances today, Burnley, didn't they? They made you work all the way. Do you not think so? I mean, they had 3 or 4 really good chances, didn't they?
Yes. A couple.
OK.
Yeah.
He's playing it down. We thought it was more than just a couple. It was a tricky assignment as far as Liverpool were concerned, and they came through it with flying colours, Michael.
Yeah, I think it's one of those games where you tick off at the end of the season and think, that was a grind. Let's get 3 points and get out of there.
But they're the best ones for Jurgen Klopp, aren't they?
They are, and everybody always says the 1-0 wins, you know, that when you don't play pretty football there, that's the hallmark of champions. Well, they've got a fair bit to go to be, you know, champions just yet. Obviously, with Manchester City setting such a searing pace. But, yeah, it was one of those that I don't think Jurgen Klopp will be looking back at the clips thinking, you know, that was a great performance, but it was a great win and it could be vital by the end of the season.
Yeah, no, I agree. It definitely wasn't the best performance. I think they looked a bit lacklustre, you know, the whole team, in fairness. But, you know, you have to give credit to Burnley also. They made it very, very difficult for Liverpool. They had, I disagree with them. I think they had at least 3 or 4 good chances where, you know, the strikers on another day you would think that at least make the keeper work. But as Mo said, Jurgen Klopp will take the 3 points, get up the road and concentrate next week.
Yeah, they've got a habit of scoring from corners in the Premier League this season. This was their 11th of the campaign.
Yeah, and in this area, it's normally Virgil van Dijk that finds that sort of near-post space. This time, it's Sadio Mane. Robbie mentioned at half-time the way they've set up. They're 5 against 4. They've outnumbered them, Liverpool. And you see Sadio Mane just on the back of Ben Mee. I think he's really, you know, well, confused Ben Mee, let's say, because he was picking up Fabinho, but then as soon as he saw Sadio Mane, you see him take those quick 2 or 3 steps toward, and then he ends up getting between them both, and just total coincidence that it goes from one to the other, and he's next to neither of them. You know, I think really they need to bring one more player from somewhere else to match up 5v5, and then there's no confusion.
Yeah, but he's made a knack of scoring. 5 in 2022 in all comps.
Yeah, I know. He's not known for his goal scoring ability. He's more of breaking the play up, but he's coming up with really important goals. But I agree with Mo there. One of the defenders have to come off and mark Mane, because, you know, 5v4 is always going to concede in them circumstances.
Yeah, and this is what Liverpool need right now, because they can only deal with wins, isn't it? They're to try and hunt down Manchester City.
Oh, yeah, the next team that makes a mistake has to be Manchester City from Liverpool's point of view.
That's how fine the line is right now.
If Liverpool win their games in hand, or their game in hand now, and if they beat Manchester City, they're only 3 points behind when they obviously meet. Couple of big ifs, of course, but distinctly possible. Only 3 points. It's not over yet, but they can't slip up. As I say, Man City need to be the the next team to slip up, if anyone.
Away for Burnley, 7 adrift. Weghorst went off as well. Doesn't look especially good for them today.
No, it looks like if he's out for a little bit, it could be a big problem. Listen, I know you have Barnes, but they're not known for scoring many goals, which I think they will struggle, to be honest with, to stay up, because if you don't score goals, as you know, you certainly don't win games, and they've been really struggling this season.
One more game still to come here on Matchday Live.